Good day, mates, and welcome to Kiama, New South Wales, Australia. And Kiama is a place that I have been looking at or wanting to visit for quite some time. It was a destination I had hoped to make on my visit to Australia several years ago, but I was never able to make it here. And here I am doing a walk and talk. And what you're looking at right there would be the Pilot's Cottage Museum here, and unfortunately that's not open today, so I won't be able to do a walk and talk within there. And here is the Visitor Information Center right there, which is a they've got information in there about the different things you can see and do around here in Kiama. I was in there just a little while ago, and the staff is not there at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to show you the inside of the visitor center. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take a walk up to what many would probably consider the main attraction here in Kiama, and that is the Blowhole that is just up here by the lighthouse. And as I go up there, I'm actually going to take a walk down along over here and show you the coastline. It's actually a rather overcast. It's a very overcast day, and I was hoping to have some sunshine today and fly my drone around, but unfortunately I don't think the sunshine is going to cooperate. And as my next stop is 40 minutes from here, I'll do the best I can with my drone given the weather conditions. It's not too windy, so that should be favorable for flying a drone around here. But it's actually quite a beautiful spot, and you can see this pathway right here, which is the Kiama Coastal Walk, and it's a four-hour return trip that'll take you all the way down along that stretch of coastline there. But if I come up here off in the distance, you'll see the lighthouse just up ahead. So we're going to go up and check out the lighthouse and perhaps the Blowhole. It's actually not too rough today. So I was up at the Blowhole just a short time ago, I should say, and it was active, but it wasn't probably as active as it would be on a real busy or a real stormy day. But look at the coastline that you see right there. Look at that. And hopefully I'll be able to get some nice drone footage. We will see, as the saying goes. And there you would see the Kiama Lighthouse. Look at that. I gotta wonder how many lighthouses I've seen on my trip here in Australia this past year. Wow, Kiama Lighthouse. This lighthouse is a part of a network of aids to navigation around the Australian coastline. You can read up on that if you want. It's a nice thing about having the internet. I can just say you can read up on it. The Kiama Lighthouse was completed in 1887, 11 years after the creation of the Robertson Basin. It goes on to say. Now just up here is the actual Blowhole, and hopefully I'll be able to share it with you. It didn't seem to be all that active, as the ocean is not very active, but perhaps we'll be able to capture something here. We will see, as the saying goes. But I would imagine on a real stormy day that Blowhole would be actually quite active. So we'll go down and maybe we'll get lucky and be able to catch a big wave coming in. Let's see here. I can actually see down. If you can see, I can see the hole down there, and maybe we'll see. It's just with with the tide. So as that tide pushes in, you'll see the blowhole, and this is actually a really good vantage point to see that. Here we go. Maybe. There you go. There's your blowhole. Look at that. All right, that'll give me a good idea as to where to position my drone, perhaps, to get a good shot. Maybe we'll see it come in again here in just a moment. But I was able to capture one. Maybe this is another one. I'm just kind of watching the wave down there. You'll see these blowholes here. This it looks like it's building up. There you go. You'll see these blowholes up and down the coast of Australia. You see them around different places in the world, wherever there's these holes in the rocks, such as you see right here. Maybe we'll get one more here. Oh, you can see the tide coming in. There you go. All right, fantastic. So I'm going to walk a little bit more and show you some of the rest of the scenery here before I launch my drone up and give you a nice aerial view. It actually looks like lava rock. Very interesting. Wow. Boy, at the rate that blowhole is going right now, I might run through a battery or two trying to get a good shot. Last blowhole I saw was down in, I think, Bishano, down in beautiful Tasmania. And here's your blowhole here in Kiama. I made my way out as far as you can go here at the lookout, and I don't know how well I can share it with you with what I've got here, this little camera, but you get some idea as to how deep this is. Oh, I'd imagine this would be so much more beautiful on a sunny day, but that's okay. I've had no shortage of sunshine on this trip to the land down under. All right, so I actually see just a hint of blue sky, and I might I might get lucky, and if I do, I will be very, very grateful. So I'm going to just kill a little bit of time and share some of the sights with you as I wait to see if the sun's actually going to come out. I'm kind of hoping it will, and I'm looking at the sky, and the wind is blowing in the right direction. So maybe we'll get some blue sky after all. And boy, there's just no shortage of opportunity here to get some really wonderful drone footage as I'm looking around here. Kind of scouting is what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's good opportunities for swimming. Now here's an interesting thing. Look at this. This is something I didn't expect to see, and that is a swimming pool over in the rocks, I should say. And you'll see this a lot in Australia, in these coastal communities. Look at that. There's a beautiful saltwater swimming pool right there. And boy, I've seen a lot of drone videos of Kiama, but none of them quite do the same angles and everything that I do. Everybody is always elevated, and it's nice to get some footage just right at the it's nice to get some footage right at the almost at the ground level, or just above ground level. Eye level maybe would be a better word. So look at this, a swimming pool here. I did not know they had that. Let's go down and get a closer look. Well, look at this. Oh, these pools are the best. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow, fantastic. Just beautiful. Where do I get my ticket to go in? Why are you laughing?
It's all free and it's beautiful.
It's all free?
All free. Absolutely beautiful.
Holy cow. It's all free. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Talk about going for a dip. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, there's going to be one of these pools where I'm staying tonight and tomorrow. Oh, that is just fantastic. That's really beautiful. All right, let's go see what else is around. When they talk about right off the boat, I think you couldn't get any closer to the boat than this fish market right here at the Kiama Marina. Look at this. You want to get yourself some nice fish. Boy, this would probably be the place to do it. Look at this. Wow. Gentleman boarding a boat over there called the Weaponry. Very nice. Look at that boat right there. Wow. That's a beautiful, beautiful boat. And if I'm not mistaken, a client of mine told me he's got a catamaran, and it wouldn't surprise me if that's not similar to what he has. Look at that. Really nice. A lot of fishing vessels here. Commercial fishing, I'm assuming from the looks of a lot of these. Look at that. Almost looks like the boat from the movie Jaws. The original Jaws, where this gentleman says, I think we're going to need a bigger boat. Wow. All right. Just around from the marina on the other side, going back up to the lighthouse, you have the coastal trail here. And I'll go off the path for a moment and show you the coastline over here. As I'm walking along, there's no shortage of people just sitting in a nice lawn chair enjoying the evening. Look at this. Wow, that water looks really nice. Look at that view. On a sunny day, that would be your postcard right there. All right, we'll see if we can't find our way back up. I see blue sky off in the distance, and I'm assuming that if I stay here long enough, maybe another hour or so, I might actually get some nice opportunity to get some drone footage. How many times in your life do you have the opportunity to fly a drone around a place like Kiama, New South Wales? You see, folks, patience is a virtue. There's something to be said about that, and you can see the blue skies and the bounce in my voice, if you will. Look at that view. What a lighthouse. Wow. Against the blue sky, it just looks spectacular. Really, really spectacular. I'll give you a nice view of it against the blue sky here. Look at that. Boy, that's a view to remember. That really is. And I'll let you see the scenery here with the blue sky. It sure does make a big difference, I gotta say. You know, you've got the blue sky in the background, and I think there's probably a song or two about blue skies. Probably a song or two about gray skies as well. But look at that. Very nice. And why don't we walk out onto the rocks and give you the full-on experience as if you were here with a blue sky as opposed to a gray sky. You know, it's kind of an interesting comparison to life. You know, you have your gray skies in life, your doom and gloom, but if you wait long enough, the blowhole will show up, and there it is. Maybe it'll be a little bit more active. Let's see. You can actually see the hole. Now what's interesting, I learned something about this blowhole. So the water is coming in. The water is coming in, and there's a little air pocket in the there's a little air pocket underneath these rocks, and the water, as it's coming in, it fills up that little chamber until the air actually, there you go, fills up a little chamber in there until the air forces all the water out of the little chamber. So let's see if we can't get another one here. It's filling up the hole on this side of that opening. So it's filling up that hole with water as the tide is. There you go. There you go. You see? So, oh boy, I caught one on tape for you. I don't know if we'll see. There. Wow. Fantastic. That was nice. Let's take a walk out onto the rocks. You know, it must be high tide or something right now, because that blowhole is certainly coming out with a little bit more regularity. Probably a little bit more regularity than a lot of you watching this. But this is, before it really wasn't. You had to wait a minute or two and you might see a little bit of a blowhole, but now it seems to be coming out a lot more regular. Oh, so I'm gonna take you for a walk. I'm gonna take you for a walk here out onto the rocks. And I came out here a little while ago, but you know, just to give you, wow, that is really starting to explode now. Let's see if we can't take you for a little walk out here onto the rocks right past the warning sign. And I know what my mother is probably saying right now. Probably telling one of my siblings to go get my father. It was always go get your father, you know? She wouldn't do the dirty work herself. It was always go get your father, you know? Oh boy. Look at my, you can see my, what is that, my 5 o'clock shadow right there as I'm walking along. Here we go. Look at this. Just as if you were here yourself. This is actually a lava, the rock. See if I can't come along. Look at this view. Now if I lived here, I'd probably come here and bring my Sunday paper, my chair. I'd probably just sit here and probably do a few things that I probably shouldn't do as well. But look at that. Boy, is that a sight to behold. So much better when you got a blue sky. It really is. Oh, that's just wonderful. Really is wonderful. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed this visit to Kiama and the Blowhole. So have a great day. Is that all there is? A lighthouse and a blowhole and some scenic coastline to Kiama? My apologies, folks. I forgot to share the downtown with you, and I'm standing in the roundabout at the corner of Manning Street, which is just right up here. That would be Manning Street, and then up here you have Terralong Street. And I'm going to do a little walk and talk. And what actually got me to stop over this area was I was driving along and I saw a sign. I saw actually a view to die for, and I'll share that view with you right here. And when you see my drone video, you're gonna see my drone go out across the water here and up over the trees and show you the it'll show you the lighthouse. And I thought I would just take a nice walk. You see, here's the sign. To the left is the harbor and the rock pool, and to the right is the Blowhole Point. So we've done the Blowhole Point, but let's take a walk this way. And I think what you're hearing in the trees are the magpies. I think that's what it is. I think those are the magpies. But look at this view right here of the harbor. And boy, you know, I gotta tell you, if those were gray skies, or if that was a gray sky, I would say, it's not plural skies. For those of you watching my videos learning English, it's not gray skies, it's a gray sky. But that you're looking at is a blue sky right there. So look at some of this. Look at some of this place. It is just spectacular. Really, really beautiful. Wow. You know, there are just no shortage of magical places here in Australia. I gotta tell you, if I had 99 more lives, I would probably want to live about 98 of them right here in Australia. And I say 98 because, uh-oh, hope those birds aren't diving at me. But I'd say 98 of the 99 because there's so many places here. There's so many places in Australia that I would just want to spend a lifetime. It's really, really a special place. And as I'm filming this and walking and talking, I'm just days away from landing in a place where it's about 10 below zero right now, and that's in Fahrenheit. So we're gonna go up and take a walk down the main street, and look at those homes up there on the hill. I'm sure those are some pricey real estate up there. Look at that. Here's a man just contemplating the meaning of life, wondering when his ship is going to come in, probably. Oh, and there is his ship coming in right there, or his boat. Another nice thing about Australia are the playgrounds. I mean, everywhere you go, every city, they just have these really, really beautiful, immaculate playgrounds. There's no graffiti, beer bottles, cigarette butts. No, none of that stuff. You just don't see that down here in Australia. And as I often joke with the Aussies, I'll tell them, I'll say, boy, you got life figured out. You guys really got life figured out, mates. But oh boy. All right, let's go and we'll go check out the main street. I've made it to the beginning of what I believe is the main street, and it is dinner time, and there's no shortage of folks kind of milling about here waiting for their dinner. And guess what they're waiting for? You guessed it, they're waiting for Domino's. You see, the Aussies, I don't know if the Aussies like their pizza more than they like their fish and chips. I don't think so. I think the fish and chips probably win, hands down. But look at this beautiful church over here, Kiama Presbyterian Church. What a nice town this is. Wonderful. And it's just really immaculate. Gotta watch where I'm walking. Boy, I certainly could have flown my drone around downtown Kiama a little bit. Very nice. Yeah, no, those are, I don't think those are magpies. I think those are just good old crows. Another thing the Aussies like, in addition to pizza and fish and chips, well, they like ice cream. They really like their ice cream, but they also like they like their flowers. So here is the Cafe Kiama and Scoops Ice Creamery. You see? So that's every time I hear music like that playing, I want to speak up a little bit and kind of drown it out so it doesn't compromise my video, such as I just did. Boy, I don't know how far up this street goes. I'll walk up a little ways here, trying to mind the traffic. And a lot of these businesses are actually closed at the moment. Trying to videotape and concentrate on the traffic is not without its challenges, I gotta tell you. Look at this. Look at this beautiful park. Here's another playground. You see? Just another beautiful playground. Look at that. I'm telling you, I was born in the wrong place. I really was. Having been here a year now, I almost feel a little bit like an Aussie. I use terms like brekkie and oh, what's the other one? A good friend of mine, Carlo Panettiere, just taught me one. Fair dinkum or something like that. All right. So I'm just about down a good portion of the main street here. I'll come up to the roundabout and we'll call it a day. I still got a good 45-minute drive to get to where I'm gonna be staying tonight. So another interesting thing about the Aussies is you come to a crosswalk, actually official crosswalk, and they stop for you. They'll all stop. Probably because it's the law and they've got cameras everywhere. That's probably why they stop. Don't be fooled. Probably because they got cameras at all the crosswalks. They also like their beer. That's another thing the Australians like. They like their beer. All right. Boy, I couldn't think of a better place to stop the video than right here, if only because the smell coming out of that restaurant is incredible and I'm hungry, but also because you've got the memorial arch, lest we forget, 1914, 1918, 39, and 45. You've got the honor roll there. Look at that. Beautiful. And there's your view of the park. All right, folks, have a great day. Take good care.